Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making one of my favorites, empanadas. Now empanadas originated in Spain. They're kind of like a meat pie. It's essentially dough wrapped around some kind of meat filling. Typically it'll be ground beef. You can find it with chicken, sometimes even with crab or other meats. It's really delicious, but today we're going to be making a vegetarian version with mushrooms. You're going to start with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour and your food processor. Now add half a teaspoon of salt. And next we're going to get 1 stick of cold butter. Really important for your butter to be very cold. You don't want it to sit out and be warm, so grab it right when you're ready to add it to your food processor or to your bowl. We're going to grab our stick of butter and we're going to cut it up into little chunks. Add your cold butter to your food processor with your flour and your salt. And now we're going to pulse it a few times. Add 1 egg. And pulse a few more times. Now I have half a cup of ice cold water. We're not going to pour all of it right away. We're going to slowly start with about 1/4 of a cup. Pour a little, pulse, and then pour a little more if you notice your dough still looks very crumbly. You're going to want it to have a kind of wet consistency, but not too wet either. I used about 1/3 of a cup of water, but what you want to look out for is you want your dough to start to come together like this. You don't want it to be crumbly. You also don't want it to be too moist where it's like completely sticky. So just kind of gauge it, slowly add the water until you get that right consistency. Grab your dough and form it into a ball. I'm going to flatten it into a disc. And I have mine on beeswax wrap because I don't have plastic wrap. Beeswax is a really great alternative to plastic wrap. It's reusable and it's better for the environment. Wrap your dough. We're going to place it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour. Now we're going to start with our filling. We're going to grab 3 garlic cloves, half an onion, and a small bunch of cilantro. Pulse that together until finely chopped. Smells so good. Now we're going to add this to a saucepan with olive oil. All right, we've got our onions, garlic, and cilantro sauteed in our pan with some olive oil. And I've preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Next, we're gonna grab about 10 ounces of mushrooms. You can use whatever kind you have on hand. Now we're gonna toss those in the food processor and pulse them until they are finely chopped. Now we're gonna add 3/4 to 1 cup of walnuts. Now I already have crushed walnuts. If you don't, you can throw them in the food processor with your mushrooms. You're gonna grab your mushrooms and your walnuts and we're gonna add it to our onion mixture in our pan. I'm gonna add a pinch more olive oil. We're gonna add our mushrooms, our walnuts. We're gonna grab our favorite organic tomato paste and add 2 tablespoons to our mixture. Mix this up and add 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of salt, and about a teaspoon of pepper. And last, we're gonna add about half a cup of Spanish olives. You can also use black olives. Gives it a really nice, tangy flavor. All right, I've made the filling. The dough has been refrigerated for at least 30 minutes and our oven is set to 350. So now we're gonna start assembling our empanadas. Either have a clean countertop or if you have a silicone mat like I do, this one is really great. It's from France, it's very durable. You just wipe it clean when you're done. I highly recommend it. We've got our dough. I'm just going to break this into 2. Get your half of your dough into a ball. We're gonna roll this out. This is a French style tapered rolling pin. It's also silicone, so it is non-stick. If you have a cookie cutter, grab that. I don't. I'm actually just going to be using a mug to cut out my circles. It's about 3.5 to 4 inches. So once you've rolled out your dough, we're going to start cutting out our circles. Grab your circle, a little bit of filling. You're going to want to add just a small spoonful. You don't want to overstuff your empanadas. And then you're going to add a little bit of cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar. You can use Monterey, pepper jack, whatever you prefer. And we're going to fold it over in half. Gently press your ends together, and then you're going to get a fork. Push down on the ends. It's a nice decorative touch as well. Empanadas are lined up on our cookie sheet, and then I'm going to just brush some olive oil on the top of our empanadas to give them a nice golden brown finish. You could also do an egg wash or milk as well. Alright, they're ready to go. We're going to put them in our oven for 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown. So excited! They're ready! The empanadas are ready. Mike, are you ready for your taste test?
Me?
Yes, you.
All right.
This sucks. It's just so flavorful, it's cheesy, it's hot and melty. I can't eat this. I'm just kidding. It's so amazing. Best empanada ever. I can't believe it's vegetarian.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy these delicious vegetarian empanadas. If you like this recipe, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. And to check out more delicious recipes, be sure to visit our blog, nestinnature.com, which is linked in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.